My name is Izzy Amadasun. I'm a medical doctor by profession and a Diamond Associate with Max International. My first name actually means I've chosen the path of wealth, so I guess I was always destined to prosper. Growing up, I come from a family with 3 other siblings and parents who did everything to provide us with what we needed, so it was pleasant. Growing up, I had good childhood memories actually, and yes, they made sure we all had everything that we needed. There was also a lot of structure and discipline to make sure we don't become bratty or spoiled, but we did have a good life growing up. And pretty early on, I knew I was going to study medicine as a course. That idea was always there and something I kept hearing and thinking about all through the years. And at some point in medical school, I looked at things and thought, there's something else I'm going to do besides just clinical practice. Medicine can be all it is. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I would end up doing, but I knew I was going to do something besides medicine. And after graduating, going through 1-year housemanship program and 1 year of National Youth Service, I it was such an exhausting 2 years, because invest so much time in being in the hospital, working. It was so much of the time being spent not caring for yourself, and at the end of the day, you're really being paid peanuts. So it wasn't a rewarding thing. As noble as the profession is, healthcare in this part of our world has a lot of challenges. And this was when I came across the Max opportunity. Now, I had heard the word Max here and there, but it was my friend from Ghana who encouraged me to look further into the opportunity. And I gave it a listen, and I was really intrigued by the science, thinking, oh, these products are able to do all it said, they mentioned it would do in people, then that would be really great. And if someone could actually earn an income, an extra source of income from this, I thought, yeah, it would be beautiful. So though I had not done anything like this before, I had not done business in general at all, I just took that bold step and decided to partner with the company. And yeah, sure, it had its growing pains. Initially, I mean, there were so many things, from having to transport products, bear costs all the way from Ghana, and not really having that many testimonies around us, because it was an entirely new line of products, entirely new concept that we were telling people. So it was strange. It was a bit tough initially, but things began to pick up. Testimonials came around and the income was actually growing. So it definitely built belief in us, and steadily I was rising through the ranks. By this time, I had a steady job. I was actually doing a residency program in Benin. But in December 2016, things took a turn for the worse. So I fell ill after a series of tests showed that I had late-stage rectal cancer. So it was a lot to bear, and every other thing that happened after that was really, really, really tough. Definitely the worst period of my life, and I can't adequately put into words just how bad things were, but it was a lot. And the next 20 months, that's how it went. It was all treatments, trying to get through pain and so many other symptoms. Now, as bad as this period was, it's definitely put a lot of things about my life into perspective, because it really came to the fore how much or how important it is really to diversify one's income. Now, this is something I've learned from one of the most financially intelligent people I know, my dad. He is someone who really, really shows the road when it comes to diversifying, and showed us how important it was, because I had to stop working altogether. But since I had started my Max business, it was still giving me income, like month after month, even when I was not present, when I wasn't exactly doing much. I was still getting the rewards for something I had started a few years earlier. So it was wow. Like, I thought about it and I'm like, yes, this Max is actually a great opportunity. And not just that, the people that I've been able to meet here. So not just having the solid support of my family, I also have my Max family and people who really helped me see me through this period. And it gave me a sense of purpose. Like I saw that, yes, this is something worth doing, and as many people as possible that I could touch through this Max opportunity, I would, because I mean, ill health is something that is very terrible. So if there is a way for one to actually ensure that they optimize their health, I'm all for advocating for that. There's a way they can advocate for actually building good finances. Having solid finances is something that I would really want to push. So it really gave me a sense of that hunger to do more, and I began to really dream really big in that period. And thankfully, I mean, I'm 10 months totally well now. Like, I don't have that illness, it's behind me. But I can really say that in the last 5 years, Max is easily the best decision that I've made. And I'm really looking forward to how much the company is going to grow. I'm looking forward to all the new partners that are going to come on board, and people who are really going to push on and create their success stories through Max. So what I would like to say to those who have already partnered with Max International, that you should be diligent and consistent and keep on pushing, because the rewards will continue to come. And for people who may or may not have heard of Max before, I really encourage you to give this opportunity a serious look. I mean, there are opportunities that come every day, yes, but there is not many. In fact, it's really rare to find an opportunity that will give you the dividends that Max is capable of giving many people all over the world. It's actually a global business opportunity. So look into it. I mean, there are many things that you stand to benefit from: the personal development, from the leadership trainings, from travel opportunities, being able to give back to your community, support really worthy causes, so much more. Max is a full package, and it really does pay. So I advise that you actually look into it and find Max today.